I grew up in North Jersey in a city. My mother and father were not affluent, so we learned things on the street.
He barely had a nickel to buy the ice cream, and it taught him to be grateful for what he has when he got older.
Really when I was about 10 years old. My father loved woodworking. He had an uncle that was a cabinet maker, and I used to go over there once in a while and see what he made. And I always liked it. It smelled so nice with the smell of sawdust.
My father was not a teacher, but my father was always teaching. He was a scoutmaster when my brothers were scouts, and he just had a way of instructing gently, but being very demanding and rigorous when it came to the material that they were covering.
I went to a Catholic school, which hurt my career path because most of them didn't have shops. My school only had a mechanical drawing room, and I used to try and take as much of that as I could. I started working when I was 11 or 12 years old. I'd have to get up at 5 in the morning and deliver the local paper, and I did that 6 days a week.
Just the other day I was thinking about how hard both my brothers working a couple of jobs while going through college in order to pay for their own college education. And what I learned was perseverance and hard work.
In his family, he was the first or second to graduate from college. And that's kind of the way he's always been, persevered and one foot in front of the other to do what you have to do.
I had my mind made up pretty much that I wanted to be a shop teacher, but then I said, it's easier to teach mechanical drawing than wood shop or metal shop. So I thought I could go take high school mechanical drawing, and then when I got to college, just major in that, and I couldn't. You had to major in all the subjects that were taught, like automotives, photography, I like that, printing, woodworking, metalworking, ceramics. So I made it through, got my degree in industrial arts. I started teaching metal shop for 12 years and the 7th and 8th grade level, till I got moved up to the junior high and started teaching wood shop and metal shop. And then from there, I got moved up again to teach at the high school level. As my daughter was growing up, I used to spend a lot of time out in the garage because I had a little business, which was making wooden toys.
As early as 5, 6 years old, I would go outside and I would help him in the garage in his shop. And I would cut things out on his bandsaw, drill holes with the drill press. Eventually I would build my own things. I liked when he would let me, as I got older, he would let me take the money from people and answer questions people would have. I really enjoyed them. And I think he kind of enjoyed them for a while, but Mom did not like them very much.
It was always a job. You know, you work with the kids as your primary responsibility. And I never told the kid, your project looks like. If a kid tries, not everybody's got a lot of talent. The more you try, the better you get. You're here to have fun. I'm not going to push you on things. You just do what you can. And it worked.
He used to come home with stories all the time. I learned that it's something that I bring with me to this day, one day at a time. You know, go do your day at work. You might have good times during your day and you might have bad times during your day. But hopefully in the end, they all kind of balance out. But he came home with negative stories too. There were the bad days where he didn't agree with something that one of the administrators said, or the principal, or the way somebody handled something.
Once in a while, you get a new supervisor, and you think you're doing great in the shop, but he's not a shop supervisor. He's a science or a math guy. He expects everybody to come in, sit down, and just stay there, and you talk. Shop's not like that. I had one supervisor come in. I said to him, how'd I do? What the hell were you trying to do in there? That was crazy. I said, that's the point of a shop. Everybody's doing something different and you're running all over. Oh, geez, I could never do this. Well, that's why you're teaching science. I didn't think he had the proper perspective. He wanted people in your place, can't move around. So when he came out with that evaluation, I didn't question it. I laughed. Just kept doing what I was doing because it was working. He changed. I was the first one he did in our department. Everybody else got, comments about how organized bedlam and da-da-da, but they were good. He eventually ended up changing that evaluation. You can't sweat the little things. You gotta go with the flow in some cases. I still enjoy doing woodworking.
He taught me a bunch of new things. How to like make like decorations for around the house and outside and like painting.
Overall, I don't know, life lessons, again, perseverance, I think. Not just perseverance in career, but in the things that matter. And loving his family and trying to give his all for the benefit of his family.
I really think the big thing that I learned from him was just to be a good person.
You gotta treat everybody like you wanna be treated.
He is just a wonderful, gentle guy. No, I think if I talk any more about it, I'll cry.